I am Norman Julian Almerol, Secondary School Teacher 2 of Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School.
I am ZIONE KATHLEEN ESIC, Special Science Teacher 1.
I am Christopher John GAYTA, Special Science Teacher 1 of Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School. And we are here to present our completed action research entitled The Effectiveness of Dynamic Opt Interactive Trend or DO-IT program as a supplement to modular distance learning among the sports track learners. The global pandemic isn't just causing health crises around the world, but it's also affecting all spheres of life and overall aspects such as the sector of education. Various countries, including the Philippines, responded to the call of WHO by collaborating with the Department of Education. The sports track in LNSCHS in particular is currently using modular distance learning or MDL for the school year 2020-2021, which involves individualized instructions that allows learners to use self-learning modules or SLMs and other learning resources. However, before the start of classes, negative criticisms emerged whether learning could be carried out successfully even if there were no physical appearances or performances among learners. These types of performances may be said to be essential in obtaining formal learning. Based on the cited grounds, the researchers explores the challenges that the learners of the sports track program in LNCHS Division of Lanao del Norte with the implementation of their learning delivery modality and how the education workforce will address these through a supplementary program, namely the Dynamic Opt Interactive Trend or DO-IT.
In the hope of understanding the difficulties and challenges they have been facing while fulfilling the task assigned to them as students of sports track on modular distance learning, a research-based support program was proposed. The proponents of the present attempt came up with an intervention that caters to the kinesthetic learning needs of the sports track students in line with the most essential learning competencies or MELCs during the pandemic. The Dynamic Opt Interactive Trend or DO-IT program is divided into two phases. Phase 1, Dynamic Opt or DO. Given the sports track program, the educators in the said track need additional unique ways of assessing the students' learning, including exercises that may expose and enhance the students through sports and other physical activities. Thus, apart from the current learning delivery modality used by the sports track program during the pandemic, the DO phase includes asking the students to create videos that can help encourage kinesthetic learners to incorporate physical activity with the lessons. For the Phase 2 or interactive trend, the subject teachers are to hold a program that includes sports track related activities conducted once a month. The health protocols shall be observed considering the current pandemic situation. Interactive trend, as facilitated by the sports track program subject teachers, the activities were conducted by grouping the sports track students according to their respective areas or barangays, limiting the number of participants on every session. Generally, the proponents focus on harnessing the participants' full learning potential during the modular distance learning or MDL.
The study aims to investigate the effectiveness of the DO-IT program as a supplement to the modular distance learning or MDL of the students enrolled in the Grade 12 Sports Track program of Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School of the school year 2020-2021. Specifically, the researchers will answer the following questions.
A one-group retest post-test pre-experimental research design was utilized where the researchers used the assessment results before and after the implementation of the DO-IT program as a supplement to the modular distance learning.
The selection of respondents among grade 12 learners was through convenient sampling. The instrument used in the study is a teacher-made evaluation tool based on the marks of physical education on Quarter 3, which were used twice before and after the Do It program. After the pre-assessment evaluation, the Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the Do It program were conducted. A post-assessment evaluation will follow. The data obtained from the evaluation tools were recorded, tabulated, and prepared for quantitative analysis. All statistical procedures were executed using the Statistical Package for Social Sciences, or SPSS version 20. The data from the pre-assessment and post-assessment evaluation tools were analyzed through obtaining the means. To identify the significant difference from the pre- and post-assessment data, a paired t-test were executed.
For the results and discussion, Table 1, Assessment Scores through Modular Learning or Pre-Do-It Implementation. It shows the scores of the learners during the modular distance learning. The Table 2 reflects the scores of the learners during the modular distance learning in Quarter 3 after the implementation of Do It program.
Table 3, the paired t-test analysis of the modular and Do It program. It shows that there is a significant difference between the results of the pre-assessment and post-assessment. This implies that there is a significant increase in the learner's academic performance in the post-assessment compared to the pre-assessment. Hence, the Do It program helped the learners in mastering the learning competencies.
Based from the results, assessment scores during Do It program implementation is higher than the assessment scores prior to the pre-Do It implementation. Therefore, Do It program significantly affects and enhances the performance and learning process of the participating grade 12 sports track learners. Before this study, using all the included assessments that come with a given curriculum adoption had not seemed to the researchers to be of obvious benefit to the sports track learners. However, the results of this study are convincing enough for the researchers to consider more carefully the role of the program that highlights bodily kinesthetic in aiding students' learning during this COVID-19 pandemic. This study should be considered as basis for catering the multiple intelligences of the learners, most specifically for the sports track learners. If these findings illuminate anything, it is highly beneficial for a sports track educator to possess a supplementary measure given the current learning modality of the students in this time of the pandemic. That ends our presentation. Thank you for watching.